What is going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez, back with another Prize Picks video for you. Today is Thursday, April 20th, 2023. We're talking MLB player props over on Prize Picks. As always, I hope this video finds you all doing well and in good spirits. We're not wasting any time today because I got 6, 7, maybe 20 player props I want to go through in a very short period of time, but we will kick things off with a quick recap over yesterday's picks, and then we're jumping right into some player props. So if you like the way that sounds, stick around, drop a like, drop a sub, click the notification icon to get notified of all upcoming content and videos from me and my channel. And without further delay, we're jumping into those plays from yesterday. 1 and 2 on the day, or 2 and 2 on the day if you want to count our 4-bagger swagger call. So let's talk about what worked and what didn't. We had Yandy Diaz go over both hitter fantasy score and home run 4-bagger swagger for him. In one at bat, we did the research and saw that rookie pitcher Stout was giving up a ton of production in the minors to leadoff batters, and Yandy was in a great spot yesterday to come through for us. Now, the picks that didn't fall through were Will Brennan over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, hooked us at 1, and Joe Ryan, big disappointment, 6 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts versus Boston. Man, did not see that coming. So 1 and 2 on the day, or 2 and 2 on the day if you want to count that 4-bagger swagger call. So we are looking to bounce back today and go undefeated with a perfect player prop board. I got 6 that I want to talk about today. So without further delay, we're transitioning back over to the Prize Picks board, and let's break down some of these picks. All right, so the first 3 plays on the board that I want to talk about are going to be from our early game between the Red Sox and the Minnesota Twins, and they're both going to be, well, the first 2 are going to be hits, runs, and RBIs for the Twins. And I want to talk about rookie Edouard Julien, and then I also want to talk about Trevor Larnach, both over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Now, really quickly, these 2 correlate well together because in the confirmed lineup for the Twins, you got Julien batting third, and you got Larnach batting 4th in that lineup. So here we can see that Julien is batting 3rd, Larnach batting 4th, both lefties, and this correlates well with the struggles of one Mr. Tanner Houck. All right, so pulling up some numbers for Trevor Larnach over on props.cash, we can also see what I was saying about Larnach struggling versus lefties this season. 2023 against lefties, 300 batting average, 3 singles, 2 home runs. Look, the logic here is that, Julien gets on base with a single or a double or a triple or whatever. And then we got Larnach coming up behind him and driving him in with an RBI. So each of them would get over their 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI prop in the first inning, creating a no sweat environment for us. So I really like this for both of these players here. Now, yesterday was a huge game for Larnach with 7 total hits, runs, and RBIs, 4 total bases in that game versus Boston. Very similar numbers for his teammate as well. Looking over rookie Edouard Julien's numbers yesterday, if I can find him here. 6 total bases and 7 hits, runs, and RBIs between these 2 guys. Boston, Fenway is a very hitter-friendly ballpark, so it's possible that we see similar numbers today versus Tanner Houck. I wouldn't count on such high total base numbers, but it's possible, and we only need 2 total hits, runs, and RBIs for these guys. I think they can get it done for us. I think this is a nice correlation stack for this Twins order. Give me the over on both of these props, and then we're going to stick in this game, but we're going to head on over to the MLB Live category and look at pitches thrown for Tanner Houck. Now, you cannot play these guys in the same slip because Prize Picks will prevent you from playing pitchers facing batters in the same game. But create 2 slips if you feel like these are good picks for you. Tanner Houck is averaging 17 pitches thrown per inning to start the year off. We can pull up some of his numbers over on props.cash. And I'm not too concerned about the strikeouts and all those. Really, what I'm looking at is here. Look at these total pitches over the last 3 games, and he's not going deep into games. 5, 5, and 4. He's averaging 17 pitches thrown per inning in those outings. And looking at his prop here on the board, 16. Now, if that holds up, and we think that Larnach and Julien can get to him early in this game, he's going over 16 pitches thrown. I like this prop for him today. Again, he can't play these three guys in the same lineup, but I think all these are in good spots to go over. So over Julian, hits, runs, and RBIs. Larnack, hits, runs, and RBIs. And Tanner Houck, 16 pitches thrown in the first inning. All right, so moving into the later games on the slate, let's talk about a couple of Philadelphia Phillies that I like. First, we're going to talk about hitter fantasy score for Kyle Schwarber. And then we're going to talk about 0.5 runs scored for Trey Turner. I like the over on both of these players because, again, we're looking at a nice little correlation stack now. Lineups have not been confirmed for the Phillies last time I checked. However, they are projected to bat back-to-back in this lineup. So very similar situation to what we just saw or talked about in Minnesota. The idea here is Turner gets on base, Schwarber drives him in, and hopefully Schwarber can drive him in with a home run because Schwarber is our first four-bagger swagger call of the day. I really like this spot for him in a very hitter-friendly ballpark in Philadelphia. Pulling up Kyle Schwarber's numbers over on props.cash versus Ryan Feltner. There's not a ton of history here, but man, home run odds are really good for Kyle Schwarber today. I really like this. Playing at home, I mean, he has been off to a nice start this season, but looking overall on total hits over the last 10 games, I mean, just doing a lot of good things this year so far. Total bases look good. Hits, runs, and RBIs. Minus 140 to go over this. Minus 130 to score a run. Over plus 110 odds to get an RBI. And then total bases, minus 102. Minus 210 to go over 0.5 hits. Just with all that being known and looking at his home run odds, I just like the over here. And if I feel like he's going to hit a home run, then I'm hoping that Trey Turner can be on base when he does it because that'll check both boxes, all three boxes for these guys. And that's what I'm hoping for here is a no sweat first inning to get over on all three of these props for Schwarber and Trey Turner. So give me the over on both of these guys. Also, if you just want to look at some of the splits, sorry, I kind of just went through this very quickly, but looking at Schwarber versus left-handed pitching this season, man, I mean, Schwarber has a 318 ISO, 24 plate appearances, 2 home runs. I mean, this is strong stuff from Schwarber to this season versus left-handed pitching. And then just looking at the odds here for Trey Turner to score a run. Now, these aren't the best odds, I'll be honest with you, but the idea behind this is that he gets on base by any means necessary. He can get hit by a pitch, he can get walked, but once he's on base, I'm counting on Schwarber to drive him in with an RBI of any kind. So that's why I like these two plays. I like them together. I think together they create a solid stack and a higher odds to go over. That is going to be our first two. Those are going to be our first two props on the board, and then our last prop on the board is going to be another hitter fantasy score, and I want to talk about Fernando Tatis Jr. over 7.5 fantasy score because I'm calling it for our second four-bagger swagger call. Tatis goes yard in his first game back in the majors in like 87 years. Listen, Tatis has been crushing in Triple A El Paso this year with a .515 batting average, 7 home runs, and 15 RBIs. He's looking back to form. I can't wait to see him tonight versus the Arizona Diamondbacks today. A little bit of a risky call, but aren't all home run calls a little risky? So I'm taking that risk. I like the over on Tatis 7.5 fantasy score. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to round out our 6 plays that we talked about in this video. Schwarber over fantasy, Tatis over fantasy, Turner over 0.5 runs, and Schwarber and Tatis are going yard today. First time we've had 2 four-bagger swagger calls in one video, but we're taking that shot. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's video. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you like on the Prizepicks board. Also, what do you think about these plays that we talked about in the video? As always, thank you all so much for your continued support. All the likes, subs, and comments mean a ton in helping this channel get a bit bigger every single day. And best of luck to you all today. If you tail any of these plays, leave a comment below letting me know you're doing so. And until tomorrow's Prizepicks MLB player prop videos, Chavez is